Welcome, 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 welcome. We are live. We are live right now. Ah, man, it's so good to see y'all again, man. Welcome to OG Talk Channel. This is Chase, and it's so great to see y'all today, man. I'm in a terrific mood, despite the shifts in energy that we've all been feeling. A lot of us have been really dragged down. It's a lot of uh, things dragging on a lot of us. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. But one thing I just wanted to start here with is I just wanted to say congratulations to a lot of you. See, if you're listening to this, then you're in a particular place in life as far as your spirituality, or better yet said, finding who you are, right? And the reason why I'm saying congratulations is if you're listening to this, you have been through a lot. You have been through a lot of transition, probably starting from the beginning of this year, but definitely last year. Last year was probably not one of your better years as far as the emotional turmoil and how things shake up and down. That's my own personal experience. I know a lot of people who have similar interests that we all do. Went through a lot last year, right? But today I really wanted to first say, really congratulations, because see, when you live this type of life, right, one where people walk a narrower path, when you walk away from distractions or negative energy and you don't pile on, you really just have a good heart. When you're a good-hearted person and you go through certain things in life, you're going to go through a lot of unfair things that are going to happen to you that are just, what I've learned is it's messed up for a reason. The odds are stacked against you and you're not meant to win. Like if you're in a place right now, if you're in a marriage, if you're in a bad marriage, bad relationship, whatever it might be, congratulations for sticking it out. But deep down, you know it's time to go. And you know you can't survive another year dealing with the same toxic energy that you've been dealing with the last couple of years. See, I'm starting to be of the sense that, the reason why a lot of us are really dragged down energetically is a lot of things that were dragging us down are being finally removed from our lives. And the thing about it is, when there's turmoil or change in your life, there's a cost to that, right? This week we're calling this episode The Cost of Wisdom. When you go through these things, right, you're going to go through a lot of unfair things in life, and it's just simply not fair. You will be attacked because of the light that's inside of you. You've probably been one of those people who is kind of like a misfit. You're not really with the in crowd. You're kind of an introvert. You like being by yourself. You are comfortable in your own skin. And when you live that type of life, that's a cost. A cost comes with that because you are going to go through a lot of pain in your life. And a lot of you are survivors of many different things. I know. I talk to a lot of you. I know. A lot of you had bad parents. Probably not a lot of love. You grow up codependent. And a lot of those childhood wounds are still in you. You still carry some of that. And that's that inner child that you hear people talk about that needs to be addressed. But, there's fear that comes with that. See, when you have to face yourself is going to be the hardest enemy you ever have. Really, I believe Bruce Lee said it. I'm quoting Bruce Lee here, right? About, there is no opponent. You are your only opponent. You are the only thing that's stopping you from being as great as you want to be. Me included. You'll hear this message when you're ready to hear it. and it'll be it'll pop up on your timeline when you're ready. But when you see this and you come across this, that means that it's time. It's time. It's time to let go. You fought all the battles that you need to fight. The bad people, or good people, I guess, as you want to say it. A lot of those battles, you can simply choose to not fight anymore. Because best believe, if you're supposed to split, it's going to happen. And there's going to be a lot of families that are ripped apart this year. A lot of couples saying, hey, man, I can't be in this terrible relationship anymore. But again, it's a cost of wisdom. For me, I've paid a very big price for the wisdom that I've had to obtain in order to survive. Not just monetarily, but, one of the costs is that you're going to lose a lot of friendships. A lot of people will only know you for who you are. So I had friends that were just friends I would drink with. We really didn't have much in common outside of when we would drink and party together, or go to the bar, or go to the strip club when I was into that silly stuff. A strip club is such a waste of money. But anyway, we can talk about that another day. Where was I? Oh, okay. So, a lot of people would just be associated with you because you're both energetically, you're all the same. You all like to do the same things. But once you stop and you want to elevate your life and you don't want to do those things anymore, well, then you're going to find yourself being isolated and talked about a lot, and you're going to have people betray you and call you all kind of things. But here's what I want you to know. There is a cost to learning all this stuff. I've lost a lot of things a lot of times, but I just keep going in my faith, because what I've learned is, see, the truth is always the truth, and there's no hiding the truth. And you're going to pay for a lot of the things that you learn. You're going to have people do the worst things to you, yo. That's so unfair. It's like the world just will reject you because you're not part of it. We are not a part of this world. Like, we live in this world, but you don't really want to be a part of it. You don't want to be part of the sways and the ups and downs and all that. You want to get out of that. And part of the reason why people are trying to steer you in that direction is because if you don't really recognize the fact that there's a cost to this, then anytime you try to change your life, instantly things are going to make you prove that you want to do that. So if you say, hey, I want to blah, 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 I want to lose 40 pounds in 6 months. Well, you can bet that on day 2, you probably either sprain an ankle, or it'll be super cold outside, so you can't go. Like, things are going to happen to make you prove if you really want to go down that road. Spirituality really isn't any different. It's just a harder road because you're walking blind. You're walking blind. You're walking by faith. You don't know what's going to happen one day to the next. And I'm starting to get to a point now where I'm realizing that the one thing that we're supposed to realize is just how powerful we are. Who are you going to fear? Why do we fear people? I don't think we're supposed to fear people or systems or fear anything but source, because God or source or whoever you believe, is the creator of everything. If he's the creator of everything, then he's also the creator of the resistance that you are faced with, right? So we have to start looking at things from this perspective. I have to beat whatever's in front of me because I can't run from it. You don't get to advance in life by running from your problems. You have to face the boogeyman. You have to face the bully in front of you, and you have to fight him. There's no running. You have to go straight. You have to fight the things that are hurt, that are scary. And how you deal with these situations will determine the wisdom that you get from it. If you run from a bad situation, you don't get any wisdom from it. But if you overcome it, I'm someone that had to overcome a terrible divorce with somebody that really was trying to, in a lot of ways, take me off this earth. You know, like they really had that level of hatred for me. But I survived that. And there were moments when, you know, I had to stay with a friend for a while, a former friend. And, you know, I had to battle through a lot with nothing. I left that situation with nothing. Everything was taken from me. I had to start completely over in a new place with nothing but faith. And this was back in 2012, and 12 years later, I'm still here, I'm still alive, and it was days that I didn't want to be alive during my divorce. Just being honest. You know, it took me a lot to get through that situation. Lastly, I don't want to make this too long today, but I want to talk about what our sense of failure is. And again, this is the cost of wisdom, right? So I've realized that, you know, most of the times we fail because the things that we are investing in, we are the only one that's going to profit off of it, right? So you could have the greatest idea ever, right? And I'm sorry, I think I might have got off a little bit. Sorry, that was a little crooked. Hold on, I think my camera's a little crooked. Yeah. Okay, I might have to just rock like that for a minute. Anyway, back to it. So, if it's just about you, then I don't think blessings come from that. I don't. I think that we are, at least for me personally, now I'm starting to understand that, you know, a lot of the things that I went through in life is because it was about me. It wasn't about the collective. It was about me securing you know, making decisions, maybe a business or whatever things that I did. It was always about my daughter, right? I live for my daughter. I don't really care about me too much. Now I know that that's not really the right mentality to have because I'm very important to all of this. But, you know, in closing, if your motivation behind your idea is not to help others and is just to make money, then that's why 99% of businesses fail, because there's nothing, your product or service is really just about making money, and you will probably make a lot of money doing that. But eventually I believe that anything that's not rooted in helping others will fail. Because we're called, at least I know for my life, I know now that I'm called to serve. I'm called to help people do things like this or whatever means that I'm called to help people. That's what I'm going to do. But there's a cost to it. I've suffered a lot in life. I've suffered in a lot of ways, and a lot of us have. But let me tell y'all something. There's no greater joy than when you can really have that relationship, that positive relationship with Source, and just the wisdom and the comfort that although when you go through the worst of times, you're able to have this level of comfort knowing that, you know what, I'm giving my all every day, and I'm giving back, and I'm trying to do my part. You know, there's beauty in that. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for today. I hope you all have a great day. I love you all so much. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for, you know, looking at these messages, because I'm really, I believe that greatness is in each one of us, and every one of us has a role to play. We just don't realize it. And the faster we do, then we'll be all happier as a whole and as a collective. I love you all. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye.